through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Light the Torch podcast. I'm your host, B. Jones, and I got my boys with me. So, to the left of me, I got my guy, Blackie Chan, Blackie Chan Gaming. You can follow him on Twitch. Beneath me, bottom right, we have Gunnar Atterbury from Views from the Stands right here on YouTube and on Spotify. I'm sorry, on TikTok, YouTube and TikTok.
Yes.
And King of these LA streets, Mr. Raul Flores. You can follow him on X. Right there, his handle is RFRF2828. Make sure you guys give him a follow as well, Trojan fan. Sitting in the dark for some reason, Raul, what's going on over there, man?
I don't know. It's pretty bright where I'm at. So
okay.
As you can see, you can even see the glare on my shoulders. I don't know. But 28 days left to first game of the season, so shout out Mr. Raul Flores, strong safety for the California Southern or
Cal Southern.
Cal Southern, yeah.
Cal Southern. There you go.
Yeah, man. We've been I haven't been able to play too much this week, to be honest, but we definitely looking pretty good, man. I will say that we've been kicking the SEC's butt with our head coach Pete Carroll.
Did you have to create that coach, or could you actually select him? Okay,
makes sense.
There's nothing like Pete, but did the best I could. All right, so we're going to start with some recruiting updates before we jump into some spring camp stuff. Ganji, you want to take it away?
Yeah, just a few things. So first off, Carday Smith, O-lineman from Alabama, he will be committing tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time exactly on IG. I just popped in his IG handle for anybody to go follow him. Check it out for tomorrow. We're hearing some good things. Still trending towards USC. We also received another crystal ball for 2026 Ryder Lyons, Walker Lyons' brother, from Simmons at 1. And he put out an article. He's definitely hearing that we're trending in the right direction. And again, just a reminder, he's technically viewed as a 2027 QB due to his mission. But yeah, we're looking good to secure his verbal commitment. And then lastly, Aaron Dunn, a O-lineman from Utah. He'll be committing Thursday, August 8th. What we're hearing, it's a Utah USC battle, and potentially from what Rusty has tweeted out about a big fish yesterday, he could be that person in connection to that tweet. We'll find out obviously Thursday, but we're hearing some good things from that end. So and then lastly, Phillip Bell, this is supposedly, again, a couple weeks ago, that he was going to announce sometime in August. I thought early August, so just kind of keep a lookout on that. I don't have a date or anything, or haven't seen a date, but just keep an eye on that front. But that's kind of it for the recruiting side.
All right. Any takeaways from that, guys?
Say again?
Any takeaways?
For the recruiting?
Yeah.
I could see. I think these are 3 potential Trojans. Honestly, I think Cardy's going to be a Trojan. Dunn, not as high compared to Cardy, but I think we're trending in the right direction with him. And then, Ryder Lyons, we always had good thoughts and feedback from him. So
I don't know why I thought he was already committed, but
right,
yeah.
And
now that you talk about his mission, it does kind of put things into perspective about that, we kind of do need a quarterback coming up pretty soon. And at this point, because him going on that mission definitely sets us back until 2027. So I'm hoping maybe as long as we can get either Juju or whoever else, if he decides to decommit, go wherever else, that Lincoln can at least snag someone for that 2025. But it's kind of late into that recruiting process. But I hope we get Carde because he decommitted right after he had his official visit with USC. So that's a sign, but you never know. Things can change in between there. But I hope the crystal balls are correct. And Aaron Dunn, he's a big dude, so I would like to see him. I would like to snag him from Utah, so that'd be nice.
Definitely. You're on mute, Ro.
You're on mute.
What about Jared Smith?
He already committed to Auburn.
Oh, he already committed?
Yep.
Yeah, Jared Smith. Yep, over the weekend. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Never mind that thing.
Yeah, I wasn't too confident with him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, going back real quick to the QB thing, I mean, I do think whoever it is, regardless of who the person is, I think it makes sense to have a QB in 2025. Miller Moss probably leaves after this year, after a good season. Jaden steps in for his last season because he's a third-year sophomore, so he's sophomore retro. Really, he's got 2 years left. So he'll be, backing up this year or playing, right? Obviously, it's not sealed and delivered. But yeah, so I think it'll be a perfect transition come 2027, I think, or 2026. So yeah.
So yeah, Walker Lyons, man. You guys know I'm very high on Walker Lyons.
Ryder?
Sorry, yeah, Ryder Lyons. Well, Walker
we have his brother.
Yeah.
So I like our odds. I think he's gonna play with Big Bro. So
I heard you're pretty high on another QB potential prospect.
Let's move on.
But we'll leave that one for later.
Stop trying to start stuff, Raul.
Hey, we got to keep this podcast entertaining, man. Come on.
Oh my God! But yes, I am. All right, I am very high. How about you?
Move on.
I mean,
let's move on.
I mean, I'll talk about it. I mean, it's already been brought out from multiple media outlets now. They're making videos about it, so people are aware that we have talked with Longstreet as a backup plan, right? Where they're feeling at what Julian Lewis is going to do, and then they're going to proceed. So we are talking to Longstreet. Definitely have two options at QB now, and unfortunately, Julian isn't as solidified as we originally thought. So.
Yep, we were told that he'd be shutting it down in July, and it's August now. So
exactly.
What are you waiting for, Juju? Come on, either flip or shut it down.
Yeah, man.
Pick a school.
All right, let's move on.
Like, I don't even want to think of that.
We've already talked about this dead horse last time, Raul. So why are you bringing it up again?
Hey,
Raul's just trying to start a fight.
Hey, the reason why
we said he runs the streets, so he's starting.
I do not run
the street fight.
Hey, the reason why we're still talking about it hasn't been
because of you.
No, he hasn't officially shut it down. It's because of Juju Lewis. Don't blame me.
We weren't even talking about it though.
Hey, we're here to talk about it though.
We weren't even going in that direction. You brought it up.
I know I did, but hey, I needed to bring it up.
Why did you need to bring it up?
It's something that needs to be talked about.
Recruits watch us, my guy.
We're not doing anything wrong. I'm not hating on Juju Lewis or Longstreet. All I'm saying is it's about that time, man. Come on, like shut it down, commit to us, help us recruit the 25 class, or if you're gonna flip already and help your other school, secure another class.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, it seems like you're just holding everybody hostage right now.
But that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not, like you said, if it was up to me, I want Juju to fully shut down and commit to us if it was up to me. But
yeah, I mean, and to props to Auburn for kind of saying, hey, we can't continue with Juju Lewis, right? They're moving on to Deuce Knight and some other quarterbacks. So So yeah, kind of the game that is played with recruiting, unfortunately.
It is.
Which is crazy because usually the quarterbacks
Commit first.
they commit first for the most part. Like they shut it down pretty quickly. So which he committed first, right? But he hasn't officially shut it down. Which how committed is he really?
Right.
So we'll see.
All right, let's talk about fall camp updates.
Wait, before we do that, before we move on to camp updates, we got to give a big shout out to freshman number 49.
Oh yes,
Mama K's boy,
yeah.
Cam.
Cam Fountain, man. Big happy birthday! Shout out to Cam.
Yeah,
man.
happy birthday, Cam.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We'll talk about him in a little bit later, but hearing good things.
Yep. Well, why wait till later? We might as well get started. So let's talk about some standouts, some guys that we've heard has been making some noise over here. So if you guys haven't heard, media outlets, the beat writers and such have been granted access to practice. They were able to watch full practice, which is something
nice.
Right. So that means we get a little more information. So yeah, man. We've been hearing some guys. As a result of that, we've been hearing some guys who have been making some noise so far. Now, mind you, pads aren't on yet. I'm sorry. Today is the first day of pads. Right?
First day of pads today. Yeah.
So it really don't matter until we hear about today. Camp just started today, in my opinion. Shells ain't much of nothing. But what are your guys' thoughts on that?
No, yeah, like it's good to hear about some of the standouts, even some of the ones that we've kind of been talking about a little bit, like Makai Lemon. Makai has been standing out. I know the reporters can't really talk about who's not participating and certain stipulations that they have on them, but they're giving us as much as possible, which is nice because Lincoln Riley did not open up, or he did for maybe 10, 15 minutes and kicked everyone out. So it's nice that he's allowing people to see the whole practices.
Right.
I wonder how long he'll keep that up for, though.
Yeah, we don't know if that's going to go into,
I'm sure it'll be selective practice ones.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Which is it's better than before.
Better than nothing. Yeah.
I wonder when we're going to be able to start talking to players.
Yeah. Start hearing some interviews. So I'll jump in from my viewpoint. I've been hearing a lot of Greedy Vance. He's gelling already real quick in this scheme. Good day in coverage on in particular on that second practice yesterday. But really just the DBs overall, I haven't heard any bad remarks. Obviously they're not probably going to bring up bad remarks, but just hear good things. Jalen Smith as well had a nice breakup. Keely Arnold had an interception at one point on an overthrown throw. And then just defense overall, is at a great start. They're definitely where they were at the end of spring camp going into fall. It's like spring camp ended 2 days ago and they just went into fall camp and they're at that same level. So that's great to see. And also I saw in a red zone session that the defense was mostly winning those battles, which is great just in general. Red zone is very key in college and just football. So nothing but great things about these guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I feel like we always hear that, though. We always hear that the defense is winning these things, so we get a lot excited for it, and then that's not what we see in the games. So, but hopefully this is a different. Hopefully this defense is different and whatever. But I just need it to be different when it comes to game time.
Hey BC, I'm gonna do it like you. I'm gonna stop you there. This defense is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny. I was actually gonna do it myself, but go ahead.
So I was about to say that from what I see, that the defense just has a way different comfort level than they have in previous years. So that's definitely refreshing to hear. And kind of like, I do think that this defense is going to be top 30. I don't know if I have my USC binoculars, but I do think that we're going to be top 30. We're going to surprise a lot of people. We have some dogs in the depth chart, and Coach Henny and the entire coaching staff, for that matter. I mean, we're full of great coaches all around, and coaching is always trumps anything out there. We have some solid players, not like we have average players, and we're expecting the coaches to make them into these elite players. We have some elite players with a great coaching staff. So I'm excited for this season for sure. For sure, Ken.
You know, you know what's great about the season? We get to really show how much great coaching makes a difference.
Yes, exactly.
So
like I hope people just like realize how much Alex Grinch was the problem.
Yeah, they know by now, especially if you watch this show. but
yeah, like people have been talking about Ramana Bulabalavu as well. Like they're saying that like everyone's like is looking at Carlon and all that stuff, but Bulabalavu's looking big too.
Yeah, Mana's looking big. We got Kobe Pepe, of course, Carlon,
Jade.
Man, Jade, you can't believe this kid's a freshman.
Yeah, so it's going to be nice to see the freshmen getting their playing times. Because we're definitely going to need them moving on when Barron decides to leave. Right. But yeah, Jade looks huge. 6'5", 290.
No.
Man, he can still put a few pounds by at least 5 pounds. I think he can.
Oh yeah, no, he could easily put on be at 310.
Who?
Jade.
No, I'm saying like I'm talking about just beat like 295 for the first game. Like, what are we, like 4 weeks out?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 28 days. You said 28 days.
People usually lose weight during camp.
Right.
If I'm being honest, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's not likely to gain weight during camp.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're burning a lot of calories for sure, but
weight fluctuates a lot throughout the week or throughout the season.
So right now, Carlon is 6'2", 310. I really think that he could probably get up to about 335 max.
That's a lot.
That'd be wild.
I'm talking about through his career, not all at once.
Right.
I was going to say by the end of this year, that's going to be rough to be able to do that by the end of the year.
Hey, I mean, we have guys who put on 30 pounds.
Yeah, but you're playing full speed. You're burning a lot throughout the whole season.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't expect him to put on anything this season.
Yeah, in the summer, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, when he gets his first off season with Benny Wiley.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Like seeing his transformation with Benny Wiley.
Right. Yep. Carlon's gonna be a pretty big boy, man. See, we got Kobe Pepe at 315 as well.
Yep.
So I mean, he's a senior, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Redshirt senior.
Breakout year for Kobe Pepe.
Yeah.
Calling it now, man. I'm telling you.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But other names we're hearing on the D-line. Former 5-star from Pinnacle, Arizona, Anthony Lucas, man. And this is one that I was hoping for, man.
Yes.
I was hoping that he'd finally make that jump. I won't even say finally. We know why, last year didn't work. But it's so good to hear, man. So refreshing.
He's up, like
more
15, 20 pounds, right?
Yeah.
He's like 270-ish.
Yeah, 275, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a tweener, man. You can put him anywhere, anywhere where he has an advantage. That's where I think Coach Lynn would be doing, you know what I mean? So he's gonna be a guy to watch, man. And our defense, I'm telling you, our defensive line is gonna be a lot better than people think.
How is Gavin Meyer looking?
He looks big too.
Yeah.
He's pushing. I think he's at like 290, 295 right
close,
now.
Yeah. He's got like all his tape on him. He's got like I think one of his. He's got like an elbow brace. I think on one of them. But yeah, it's pretty funny just kind of seeing all the tape. Hey, whatever you got to do to get the job done.
Yeah, if he can
get
give us
the damn defender, get them in the fucking headlock.
Yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Go get your ass down.
Right. If he gives the same production he did at his last spot at Wyoming, man, we'll be good.
The Wyoming guys have been treating us really well too.
Yeah, man.
We have 3 guys from Wyoming, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 now. Yeah.
Solomon Bird, Myron. Who else?
E-Man.
Well, Solomon's not with us anymore, though.
Right.
But I'm saying,
so we only have 2 then.
Yeah, 2 active, but 3 total. If you want to. But I mean, I'll kind of jump in also. I mean, on the offensive side, I mean, from a quarterback standpoint, we're hearing good things on both QBs, Miller and Jaden. Obviously, Jaden seems like with the QB coach that he got kind of this offseason, seems like that QB coach has really been helping with some of his, I would say, mechanics. And it sounds like the accuracy is slowly improving. We'll see, obviously, throughout this camp. But, I mean, he's going to be a weapon regardless if Moss is the QB and he comes in certain packages, or we see him just take it over, right? This kid's really got kind of the full package if he really works on his accuracy, and decision making, but that kind of goes hand in hand. So, and then Woody Marks, he's been a stud, hearing great things, obviously, from catching the ball to running the ball. I'm hearing also Walker Lyons. I'm hearing some his name a little bit here and there, just from his athleticism and his ability. So, that tight room is going to be very, very fascinating to watch.
That's a room that we got a lot of talent that can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stir the pot a little bit. I'm sure Raul will appreciate this. We have a legit quarterback battle going on right now. Make no mistake about it. Jaden Miles, he brought his lunch pail to campus. So
I still think it's Miller Moss to lose.
Okay. Do you guys think that we could possibly have a Spencer Rattler, Caleb Williams situation?
Yeah.
Or should I say Max Brown, Sam Darnold?
Well, like if Miller is not getting it done, I would hope that Lincoln would put in the someone else to see how well they do, just like what he did at Oklahoma. I'm not going to be one of those people that be like, no, we got to keep going with Miller Moss. We need the person who's going to give us the best chance to win. And if Lincoln Riley thinks putting in Jaden's going to help us win, then great. Just whatever we need to do to win.
Right. I mean, listen, that for the team, it's a great situation. For Miller, it wouldn't be so much a great situation. But I've been a Miller Moss fan longer than I've been a Mayava fan, so I'm definitely pulling for Miller. But but for all the reasons Blackie Chan said, man, I mean, I trust Lincoln Riley's judgment, especially when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, if he beats out Miller, that means he went above and beyond and really had to do his thing, because Miller definitely had a lead going into this camp. So I think we'll be quite all right going into the season with if he does beat out Miller Moss.
Absolutely.
Can you say that one statement before about Lincoln Riley that you just said? You trust Lincoln Riley and his judgment in quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
You just said that, right?
Yes, that's why he's recruiting Longstreet.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Blackie Chan, where are you trying to go with this?
I'm just saying. But before that whole thing with Longstreet, okay, I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me. My bad.
I thought we were going to move past that, but since you brought it back.
My bad. But I just had
he wanted to stir the pot a little bit.
I just had some more flashbacks from when I kept saying I trust Lincoln Riley's judgment in quarterbacks, and then you didn't say that. But now,
I trust my own eyes too. Obviously, Lincoln agrees too with what I saw.
But going back to the original question before Blackie Chan's over here trying to start things here.
So now I'm the one that's trying to start things, but you're not.
Yeah.
Hey, we left that in the first segment. I don't think we're gonna have a Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler situation. One, we're not Oklahoma. We're USC.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to call
We're
it?
gonna get a Max Brown, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, like Max and Sam Darnold had the same situation.
No, come on.
And wait, well, I was going to say
No,
Keaton
it's
Slovis, but
different.
what's
That's
his name?
different
Got hurt.
situation. That's a different situation there. Not the same staff. So no, it's not gonna happen. No, I'm just messing. But I mean, it could happen though. But I don't really see it happening though. I do think Miller Moss is gonna take over the competition. I do think that it's definitely an open competition, and it's Miller Moss's to lose. But I don't think he's gonna lose. I mean, I think he has the experience. He's learned a few things from sitting back and soaking it all in from the other previous quarterbacks, and then just from Lincoln Riley. He knows the playbook. Even though he doesn't have as much in-game experience, I do think that all the practices and then all the fall camp, summer, and all that is going to play to his advantage. He knows the playbook, so I don't see him losing the battle.
Right. Okay. So Miller's advantages: he has the playbook down, right? A little better than Jaden. You expect.
Yeah.
He has a little bit more camaraderie with his receivers. He's been with them long. Even though we got a lot of new names, got a lot of new guys, but Miller's been taking the first team reps, so he's getting a little more acclimated with those guys than Jaden has. So if Jaden can somehow overcome that, then he deserves that spot. He deserves every bit to be a starter.
Well, I don't think he's gonna win it in fall. I think his best chance to win it is in game. Like if somehow he like Miller Moss throws maybe two pretty bad interceptions, not just ones that are like tip balls from our wide receivers, but if they were like ill-advised throws, then I can see that we can see Jaden in there maybe after half, or if that was like early in the first half or whatever, then I can see Jaden jumping in there.
I mean, I also think potentially just the flow of the offense. Like if we're just, just not consistently, right? Yeah. Not scoring to what Lincoln wants. I mean, that's kind of going to the Rattler Caleb thing. I mean, I don't think Rattler was throwing too many interceptions. I believe like the offense was just not
that Texas game. That Texas game. Bad.
Right. That's a very bad, definitely. But just kind of just, wasn't just flowing correctly, right? I mean, that's Lincoln's kind of, I think, kind of checkpoint. So
if he's not moving the ball downfield, like if he's not getting in a rhythm and actually moving the ball, and it just continues to stagnate, then I could see him wanting to switch as well.
I also do think that it may come down to the O-line. Depends on how the O-line holds up. If our O-line's potentially having some struggles, we may need to, transition to Mayava just because I think he's a lot faster, right, than Miller Moss with his feet. He's mobile.
I don't sleep on Miller Moss when it comes to his mobility, but I think
more athletic though.
Like I think Jaden's probably more elusive than Miller. Like Miller is not going to scramble, but he can run, like he can do like straight line speed. But Mayava, he can get out of tackles a little bit better.
He definitely has a prototypical size as well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what? He's 6'4", 220. That's like perfect size.
Right. So even if, like I said last week, man, even if Miller does hold on to the starting spot, I believe that Jalen would come in with some packages, probably maybe some goal line stuff.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Definitely like some RPO, like clear RPOs that you want maybe the chance for the QB to run the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayava will hopefully have plenty of time against Utah State. I can see that.
Hey, Evie, don't stop there. Might as well let's make it LSU too.
Right. It definitely could be.
If it
But I
gets
mean, hey,
like
that's his
great.
former stadium too. So
Ooh.
kind of like we're going right at these packages. Wouldn't be crazy to call like a little read option play in the red zone. He's just walking in for the TD.
What do you mean his former stadium?
He
played
played at
at Vegas.
UNLV. They play at Allegiant Stadium.
Oh, do they?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Jay says USC secret weapon is Jaden.
Where did we put him? Number 30?
Yeah, I put him at 30. Because I do think that there's other players that are ahead of him. If he plays, then great, he can move up. But at this point, he's still a relative unknown for us. But yeah. Other than that, though, I think since Jay says secret weapon, I think Makai is going to be a secret weapon for us.
Makai is definitely the best kept secret.
Yeah, I heard he's out of all the receivers, he's probably our best route runner.
Yeah,
from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, and someone compared him to, or I've compared him to Amon-Ra St. Brown plenty of times, but someone else has also compared him to that as well, which is nice. It validates my opinion.
Yeah. Hopefully, Makai's been really helping Zachariah with some of the route run stuff. Because if we can get him to get as close to what Makai is from a route runner perspective, I mean, man, that ceiling is through the roof. So,
and also from what I heard or read was that Branch is also a lot better with his body control. Or
yep.
I read something around those lines where that's going to be really big this year.
Yeah, they definitely challenged him this offseason to be a wide receiver and not just a a specialist or exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, more than anything, he wants to be that. So that's the start. You know what I mean? You got to want it first.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Like he has all the ability to do it. He just needs to put it all together, and like because I think someone did mention, I think it was inside Trojan or whatever, Ryan's group. He said that he's focused more on his body control, so which is good to hear.
Yeah, hopefully Lincoln's playing a little EA college football 25, and he's been noticing that all you got to do is that streak to Zachariah Branch, you know what I'm saying, and it's a touchdown. So hopefully we see that first play. I
wonder if they're going to have any more. What is it called? What's the one where they run across where he goes into motion? Jet sweep. Yeah, I'd like to see some jet sweeps with him.
Oh yeah, or fake jet sweep with him and Woody. But, since you brought up college football, we need to all tag EA in a tweet, or post, or email or something, and tell them how they wildly disrespected Makai Lemon with the overall grade, man.
Well, they disrespected a lot of players.
Yes, but Makai especially, like it doesn't even make sense. I created a 5-star. With my road to glory, I started off as a 79. Makai was a 5-star.
Yeah.
Why is he under 79? Make it make sense.
Was he a 5-star? I thought he was 4.
Even if that is still lower than what he's rated at.
I believe, like a 4 or 5, depends on the site.
Yeah, he was a high 4-star from what I.
He was like a borderline 5-star. Like he should be a 5-star.
Yeah, he definitely should have been a 5-star coming out of high school, but I don't know. Like, yeah, their whole system just is kind of mind-boggling. No, I'm definitely. What are you most excited to see when it comes to our offense? Because we've already talked about our defense, how we know it's going to be underrated, but Lincoln Riley always has a good offense. But what are you excited to see out of this new era of offense now? You're on mute, Jones.
Go ahead, guys.
I was gonna say run game. I think that's what I'm kind of excited about is the run game. So I like all 4 of our options. So yeah, that's what I'm most excited about.
I'm most excited about Woody Marks is his versatility, man.
Yeah.
He's already catching passes out of so from what we heard.
But yeah,
So,
they were saying he was a wide receiver running back.
exactly. So him matched up. I mean, linebacker matched up with him is going to have, especially Big Ten linebackers. They're not really. They're in the what's the guy's name? I can't even think his name. Shane played linebacker for us last year.
Shane Lee.
Shane Lee.
Yeah, sorry about that, Shane. If you're watching, but they're more. They're Big Ten linebackers are more in the Shane Lee build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bigger guys, bigger bodies, a little slower. No offense,
Yeah.
Shane. But so that trying to cover Woody Marks is not gonna work. I mean, it didn't work out well for Shane Lee. You know what I mean? It's just not his style of play. Yeah, he's more of a run stopper, and that's what we have a lot in the Big Ten because they run the ball a lot in the Big Ten. So them trying to cover Woody Marks is just not going to happen. I'm telling you. And people are really sleeping on that matchup, Woody Marks against most linebackers.
What about you, Raul?
I'm just excited about who's going to be the next great USC wide receiver. I mean, we got Branch, Deuce, Makai Lemon, Lane. Like those four, I feel like we may have like a similar scenario like when we had Amin-Ra, London, and then Pittman.
And Vaughns.
And Vaughns, yeah.
Yep.
So wait, is Deuce the Pittman?
I would say
Pittman was the tallest out of them all, and he was still pretty.
I'm gonna say London just because like of the two sport aspect of them, But yeah.
But it's all good problems to have, right? Trying to figure out who's.
Oh no, all of them are future.
A great problem.
NFL. All of them are future NFL players.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. They're all in the same class, so one may go before the other. See, maybe it'll take.
They're all sophomores, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, but I'm excited about that wide receiver group. See who's gonna like stand out or take that leap over the others.
Go ahead, sorry.
And who do you guys? I guess out of those four that I mentioned, which I would assume are probably going to be the ones getting the most reps, unless we get a Hudson over some of them. But out of those four that we mentioned, who do you guys think will take that next leap?
Jacoby Lane.
I'm torn in between two, man.
Makai and Jacoby.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Deuce then. I mean, I agree with Makai and Jacoby. I mean, but I think they all have
they're all different
scenario where they can just kind of be that lead guy for us.
Right.
How do you guys think Lincoln's gonna use Zachariah?
Everywhere. He's gonna be kind of like they're gonna use him like how they used Adoree Jackson when he played offense. They're gonna put him in every position to make everyone like. They're going to try to get him on linebackers. They're going to try to get him on the least likely to be able to cover him. So if they have him back there with Woody Marks, have them both do wheel rush, like, we're screwed.
Yep.
I definitely want him to be moved around, inside, outside.
He's going to
fake jet sweeps, right? Just don't let the defense key on him. Make it a challenge for them.
Yeah, make them rotate their defense and just get them. Maybe have them. What we didn't really do too much last year was screens, and it'll be interesting to see him do some screens as well. Like I don't know why Lincoln Riley hasn't really done too much screens as of lately, but it'll be interesting.
It's only like Mike Jack when he used to do it. Mike Jack was so clean at the screens.
Well, all of our players or all of our receivers for the most part block. So
right.
So why not pull the screen off? Have him what is called motion out to the screen. But my thing is, I'm very interested. I'm not sure if I'm excited, but I hope there's more love to the tight ends because we have all the wide receivers to do it, and they're going to do their best to try to cover them. So that should free up a tight end. That should free up Lake McCree, Joey Olsen, Walter
Matthews.
Walter Matthews, yeah. And yeah, so we have the talent at tight end. Like we haven't had talent like this at tight end in a long time. We've had some talented like players that are, but for the most part, they weren't like playmakers, I would say.
Yeah, these guys.
Daniel Matter-Bebe was probably our most. He had probably the most playmaking ability when it came to tight ends.
You talking about in recent years?
Yeah, in recent years.
I said don't disrespect Fred Davis and Dominic Bird.
Oh, I won't. Oh, trust me, I will not disrespect those guys because I fought for those guys.
Fair, you know, we got some pretty good tight ends coming to USC for sure.
Yeah, but as of late, because Daniel could have been the next great tight end for us if he didn't get injured as much.
So who do you guys think out of the wide receiver group? How do you think they're gonna be? Is gonna turn out at the end of the? I guess prior to that game, to the LSU game, who do you think is gonna be starting and?
Oh, okay.
And the rotating and whatnot.
I could see Kyron getting the start along with Zach, and it's going to be a top. Like, are we having 4 starting or are we starting 3?
I'll say 4. I'll say 4.
Starting 4.
Yeah, let's go 4.
Then I'll put Kyron, Zachariah. Then I'll put either Deuce or Mackay. That's a toss up, and then I think Jacoby will be started. So it's going to be a toss up between Deuce and Mackay, and then Jacoby will be ahead of them as well.
Yeah, I think Hudson can definitely get the edge. I mean, he's definitely a consistent wide receiver. I think Zachariah and Mackay are going to be the inside, and I'm going to give the edge to Lane on the outside over Deuce right now. Also, Hudson over Deuce. So
yeah, I've seen Deuce. I saw a few Deuce highlights.
Yeah,
like caught a few passes.
The thing for Deuce though, he did have some drops though too.
Did he?
Yeah, he had some drops, some deep ball drops.
I think it was that Washington game, right?
Yeah, same with Zachariah Branch. He had some drops as well, but. I hear those they've been working on those as well, but
and then D from the chat has
I was going to say that
has a good thing. I mean, Kyle Ford could have an impact this year too. Don't sleep on him.
I think all these wide receivers
had an impact when he was healthy.
Exactly.
I mean, I think he is. I mean, he's got some great hands to me. Like, put the ball anywhere, he'll go and get it. I think Jay Fair, if you want to talk about another wide receiver, I'm hearing some good things about him. I think he's going to be a great option for us. Xavier, hit and miss. I don't think he practiced that first day, according to Chris Trevino's Ghost Notes. He was there Saturday, so hopefully he's healthy. Everything's good. But it sounded like he was not practicing at first. So, but yeah, I mean, he's going to be a weapon as well, right? So
yeah, we're going to need him more later down the line anyway.
Yeah.
We got a Sooner fan up in here. How's it going?
Right on.
Hopefully
we appreciate you joining. Hey, I got a question for you though. Since you are here.
Here we go.
What do you think about Benny Wiley now? Serious question.
Why is he starting to fight already?
He came in peace, man. He didn't even get them.
He hasn't said anything to us.
No, I'm asking him generally, how does he feel about it? I'm not talking crap, guys. I'm just asking, how does he feel? Because as we know, there is a lot of Sooner fans that hate on Benny Wiley. So I'm curious about him, though.
He's a nice guy, bro. Look.
Good luck to you guys in the SEC.
Are you one of the Sooner fans that think Benny has an issue, or
This is what he says. Benny is a legend. He executed a game
No.
plan.
no? I'm
That's
talking about
somebody
the
else.
Boomer
Oh,
fan.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Ask me again." Didn't catch it.
I'm saying that. What do you think about Benny Wiley? Because a lot of Oklahoma fans, even a lot of USC fans, were giving him a lot of crap about him not producing and not being able to get guys big enough. Then this summer, he's turned a lot of bodies around. Like he's increased our players by a good 15, 20 pounds.
See, I don't know if he's really been keeping up. I don't know if Boomer Kid has kept up with what Benny Riley has done.
Well, I would go ahead and give me some examples.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and let me. Do we have any pictures of these players? But no. So Boomer Kid, Benny Wiley has helped put on 1,400 pounds on the entire roster. So these players who were at we've had players gain 30 pounds since the beginning in January. They started off at one was at 255 and he gained 35 pounds. So he doesn't just lose weight for everyone. Like I'm trying to find some of the stuff that Benny Wiley has done, but there's been some transformations. So tune in to the games. Like you may think something bad about him right now because of what you guys experienced. But
matter of fact, your very own RJ Young just made a video about it. I'm sure you know who RJ Young is, Boomer Kid. He's a big Oklahoma.
Big OU support, yeah.
Yeah. And he even made a video about our weight gain, and he had to give Benny Wiley his props. So, yeah, man. I mean, people are starting to realize, man, Oklahoma.
Yeah. It's crazy what strength and conditioning coaches can do when the position coaches and coordinators tell them what they want.
weight.
Right? Exactly. Big. Right. So just put it out there, So,
like I said before, man, like every strength coach wants to make monsters. You know what I mean? That's the joy they get.
Yeah.
Exactly. Most of them are monsters,
Exactly. So, now that Benny's off his shackles a little bit, you get to do what he wants. You know what I mean? He gets to do what he's always wanted to do. And you see the proof is in the pudding, man.
And the thing is that they didn't gain bad weight. It was like if you see the body transformation, it's all solid muscle. For the most part, like a lot of these people, like gain a bunch of muscle, they look more ripped and more lean. So
let's see. I got something here, so let's go ahead and show it off here. So these are gains that these players are getting here. So what? Where is it? So yeah. Well, he was at 204 pounds. Look at him. He's lengthy, but all these guys. This is our running back, Woody Marks. Look at the insane change within this. Then we'll move over to our linebackers here. Like this guy could not gain weight to save his life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he looks solid now, man.
No.
Yep.
So
it's a huge difference.
Like Emmanuel Pregnon, look at this change. And same with Jacoby Lane. Like these guys, I don't think they could have ever dreamed to look like this beforehand. But let's see. He says, I will say, when I saw your roster update, I was shocked. He did fantastic. Y'all definitely look Big Ten ready. Appreciate that. And
it definitely was a Grinch thing. It was that whole speed D type of thing that he was trying to implement.
Yeah, even Oklahoma fans, Ohio State fans, they were happy to see Grinch gone because he was like their co-defensive coordinator and they didn't want him. So, and Washington a Washington podcaster, he knew all about Alex Grinch and he was laughing when we got him. So, yeah, it's definitely something known that Alex Grinch is a D killer.
So, we probably can't do this, but on your guys' own, I would recommend just checking out USC's football's latest Instagram clip. Nice pass from Miller Moss to Mekhi Lemon. So
to Mekhi, or
I don't think we could show that. I'm not sure, but just wanted to mention that. So.
Was that to Chiron?
No, it was the Mekhi Lemon for today's practice. They
Oh.
just released the clip from today's
Okay,
practice.
I saw the one that they posted to Chiron that he
Yeah.
caught over Malachi Crawford, but
Yeah.
Crawford looked like he was in good position too.
You said it was USCfootball.com that posted it?
Oh yeah, our IG handle.
I think
account.
Lucky Chan got the go ahead from Ryan, right?
Is it USC's official or USC football?
Yes, USC's official. Yep.
Okay,
USC
if it's USC's official IG now.
Yeah, USC football. Yeah.
You got your message loud and clear, Mr. Radman.
Sorry, what kind of name is that?
Stop
Yeah, great.
Leave that man alone. He's doing his job. He's doing his job.
All right, going back to fall camp updates. You guys mentioned your 4. Who do you guys think comes out on top on the tight end spot? Who has stand out on the tight ends? As we were talking about them.
I think Lake McCree. It's his job since he's been in this offense for the longest, and he's good. He's definitely good. He just needs to stay healthy, and they need to target him. Like when he gets targeted, he's really good. It's just when they target him. But
yeah, sorry, go
ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, just give any of our tight ends the chance to get the ball. I think they all can make big plays for it. But right now, it's Lake's position to lose.
Yeah, I'm drawing blanks on names right now, but what's the guy? Gabe's really, really big on this kid.
Joey Olsen.
He made a lot of noise there in spring camp.
Yeah.
So you could definitely push Lake for. I mean, that's two. Their games are completely different, and so we can still see him on the field. But it all depends on what the sets that we come out in. If we're gonna run, I'm pretty sure Lake is gonna see more time, and actually just run the ball a little more anyway. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's Lake, and I think these three freshmen are honestly gonna probably contend for that starting job. I mean, going to like what just B. Jones said, right? We could see 2 tight ends, right, with running the ball more and stuff like that. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of different packages for a lot of these different tight ends. Probably guess Walter's probably going to be used more in the red zone. Would be my assumption, just kind of off the bat. 40 introvert with a 6'5", 6'7" guy. That's insane. So, yeah.
So wait, is Walker Line is actually a freshman though, right? He's not
yes, he is a freshman.
Or anything.
Yeah, he's a freshman. Yeah, he's a freshman because he went on his mission.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that would count as a redshirt year or something.
No, he didn't enter like USC or anything like that.
Also, he wasn't on the roster.
Yeah, wasn't on the roster. I don't think he was like a student or anything.
Okay.
So,
okay, cool. So we have him for a while then.
Yeah, for sure.
He'll be here for little bro.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, he will be.
So I guess, what about O-line? Have you guys heard anything about O-line? Like, I know they had mentioned the right guard spot is up in the air, open for the taking. Did anyone hear anything about that spot?
See, that's one of the things that they're not allowed to report on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's personnel, depth chart.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything just in general for O-line. Like, oh, this guy looks good, right? I mean, like at least you can probably say that for like a team period.
So how good are they?
Right.
I forgot who tweeted about it, but there was a new community college offensive.
We brought him up before.
But what's his name? I'm trying to find his name. It starts with an E, I think, like Ewan.
Yeah, Irwin.
Yeah,
something like that.
Timmons. No.
So and he was a.
Yeah,
I've heard he's been doing decent.
Oh, he's big. He's a big guy, right? He's like 340 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, so probably
it's like 385.
Guard center. So. Yeah. Definitely inside lineman.
I wonder if it was Scott Schrader that posted about it.
I think there's another guy. I think it was like, at least I remember seeing the tweet. But yeah, he looks big. Hopefully we can get the O-line to look similar to the 2022 O-line, and I think we'll be in good shape. If our O line could perform like 2022, I think minimum our floor is 10-2.
I honestly think though our O line is going to have a lot less stress on their shoulders. They're not going to have to worry about looking over their shoulders to see where their quarterback is at. They're going to just worry about holding the offensive line at max for maybe 5 to 6 seconds longer, or 5 to 6 seconds, if that. But I think if they can give Miller Moss like 3 to 4 seconds, the ball's going to be gone. I think Miller's going to be a lot more methodical and make up his decision a little bit faster than Caleb does.
Yeah.
So, what else do we got going? Or what else do you have questions about, Raul?
The chat. Do you guys have any questions? Any opinions, comments, anything you guys want to talk about?
Is Mason Cobb going to have a comeback season? Yes.
Absolutely.
The answer is yes.
Just having a 4-man front in front of him is going to make a difference. 1, 2. He said out of his own mouth to a source of ours that he's feeling better than ever, than he has in his whole career. He says he's in the best shape in his life. He's stronger than he's ever been. So
everyone can say that.
There's a false report that went out about a fake injury that he had. I guess I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah,
but he's primed for a bounce back season, man. I think we'll see the Mason Cobb that we were expecting to see last year.
Logan, I don't think Cobb's going to be a backup. I think, huh?
So I'm pretty sure he's going to start.
Yeah, because they've been saying him next to Mascarenas has been a great combination.
Right.
Arnold or Easton is going to be the one that's going to be calling the plays, and then just let Mason Cobb loose at this point.
Yeah, that's
like what he did at Oklahoma State. He's going to play free. He's going to play. He's going to have fun because he had too much pressure on him last year to get the plays in, call the plays, get everyone in position. Now he doesn't have that kind of stress on him.
Yep.
Why no comment here, Jay?
Not only that, the scheme is not nearly as complicated as Grinch's.
You see Gentry starting. I mean,
okay, that's a tricky one because I'm all for Gentry.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now. I'm all for Gentry. As of right now, it doesn't sound like he's going to be a starter. At least not, out of the two.
Right.
It just sucks because we have such great linebackers to be starting.
But
and don't forget
put him in the nickel package, though.
That's I would say Gentry is definitely a guy that needs to be on the field, especially third downs.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ray John Davis too. Don't sleep on him.
I know.
I mean, we got options.
But then we also have Anthony Beavers playing linebacker too.
That's true.
So we have options at linebacker. So it honestly
it's gonna be a week to week basically, right? It's gonna depend on the scheme, right? If they're more of a pro style offense, you're probably gonna see 3 linebackers, right? If we're seeing 3 to 4 wide receivers, we're probably gonna see 2 linebackers. Depending, maybe even 1, right? If they're in a dime situation. So, it's going to be a week to week. We got 4 viable options, and we haven't even included those young freshmen who are pretty lights out as well. So,
I want to disagree with this, saying Cobb level players.
What?
What does that mean? But also, if you listen to his interview, he says it really all depends on the package. It really all depends on what type of deep linebacker he needs at that specific play. So it could honestly, and plus Cobb, he was a beast at Oklahoma State. We were expecting to see that 100+ tackle linebacker that he was at Oklahoma State, but we all know what happened with that. Even Eric Gentry had issues with Alex Grinch's defense. So everyone had issues. So I honestly think that we need to give these guys slower as well. I'm not. Yeah, he's not slower. He is not slow. No, these players need to have a clean slate. You need to forget what they did last year and focus on this coaching staff and how they're being coached, because anyone and everyone looked bad in that defense last year. So are you gonna give Braylon Shelby flack for missing that wheel route? No, because that was Alex Grinch. Like you can crap all over him for the issues that we had against that Utah game, but no, we're not, because it's a whole different season, whole different coaching staff. They're different. Sorry. You're on mute. You're on mute, B. Jones.
So in other words, Logan, you're tripping.
I didn't want to say that.
Yes, you did. You just danced around it, man. That's all.
I was just giving my opinion. Not that it's facts, but
maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think what Logan's trying to say is that maybe he's not used to coaching super tall guys like Gentry, and it's just because Gentry's he's a unicorn. Like, what is he, 6'6" or 6'7" or?
Gentry, yeah, 6'7", 6'7",
something like.
He can jump too. Is what I heard. He does 42, right? 40,
well,
yeah.
if you're talking about size, then Easton's smaller too. So I don't think Easton's slow at all. If anything, the prototypical linebackers we probably should be putting in is probably Rajon Davis and technically Anthony Beavers is the prototypical size, but
also, I mean, if you want, Desmond Stevens. I mean,
Desmond
obviously
Stevens,
freshman, but just from if you want to talk about prototypical.
If you go back and watch that spring game, that dude is flying around.
Yes.
He is going to be he's one of those guys. It's just a matter of when.
It's going to be a problem.
It's coming soon. For Stevens, man, he's going to be a playmaker.
Davis definitely does have speed.
Yep. Yeah.
I think Cobb has speed. I honestly think he's a lot faster than what people think he is. He played with his mind being filled with so many different options that he didn't know which way to go.
Right. And since we're talking about speed, don't forget we got Garrison Madden too.
Garrison Madden, yeah. Like, we have a lot of options at linebacker, but I honestly think that our linebackers are going to be Easton and Mason at this point.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's right now.
Yeah. And Eric Gentry, like all of our linebackers, should get playing time, significant playing time. But it's just, to start, it's going to be Mason and Easton, because at this point, I would say they are probably the more, like, I say, field general, in a sense they know where to be at the right times for the most part. Rajon's going to be coming off the edges, and Eric Gentry, he's a pretty good field general, but he's just freakish size and athleticism. So, wait,
D has a question regarding the safety room.
Wait, we'll take that one out of there. Wait, where's the safety one? This one here. What's your thoughts on the safeties? Ramsey All-American? Yeah, I could see that easily. Yeah, but he's going up against a lot of favoritism in that. Not saying that it's not warranted, but that safety from Ohio State is great.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Listen, Dantzler, his defense is going to cause a lot of turnovers, man.
Yeah.
They're going to be, especially, no offense to our Big Ten buddies, but in the Big Ten, the quarterback play is not the best. So Dantzler is great at confusing quarterbacks. That's what he does. So
yeah, look what he did to us last year.
Yeah. I mean, look what he did in the spring game. I mean,
I'm surprised no one has talked about that a little bit more to Lincoln Riley. Like say, so you brought Dantzler over here so you didn't have to go against him again, right?
You go against him every day, man. Sharpen his knife, man.
But yeah, we did talk about, like, we did go like through each of these positions last what is it called, last stream, so check that out as well. we did a whole breakdown on them because the safety room is probably one of the most like packed room that we have.
Here's a question.
Oh, sorry, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Top 5 defense because of the Big Ten QB play.
I mean,
Top 5 is a stretch. So
it's definitely
Maybe top 5 in the Big Ten.
for sure.
No, we'll be top 5 in the Big Ten for sure. For sure. Shout out Ken. I can see us being a top 5 defense if our depth holds up and our young freshman D linemen, are able to make an impact. But I won't say top 5. I'll say top 30.
Top 30 for sure. Well, I won't say for sure, but I think top 30 more likely.
Yeah.
I'm go top 40 right now for me.
I'm guaranteeing top 50.
Okay. We keep going up. Top 60, B. John.
No, but the offenses will not be electric. The only offense that probably has the best chance to be on the same level as like USC's, at least in the original Big Ten, is probably Ohio State. They brought in too much stuff, and like
we don't even play them though. We don't. Play
I know. I'm just
season.
saying they will be they will. Well, we can if we play.
We can in the championship game, but what I'm saying is like throughout the season, who I guess out of all the opponents, who do you think will have the better offense?
Than us, or
no? I mean, or similar to our offense. I guess.
We play.
Yeah.
I would
Penn State maybe, but
LSU.
Actually,
no. Didn't they lose their offensive coordinator?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think LSU or Washington with Jed Fish. I don't count him out at all when it comes to that. And then maybe a sleeper could be Nebraska, because we all know that they have their own Patrick Mahomes out there. I guess if you guys haven't seen that video of their quarterback, whatever his name is.
I don't think they're gonna be a crazy offense, but I think Wisconsin's gonna surprise a little bit of people. I feel like they can. I'm high on Phil Longo, that OC there, so we'll see on that.
I heard Rutgers are supposed to be good. I don't know how good, but I heard Rutgers will.
We were told that a lot.
Yeah, they're running. They got a good running back. I remember last year, and then they brought up a QB. I haven't heard about this QB, but yeah, supposedly they have a QB now. So,
well, apparently every Big Ten team we should worry about from what we've heard.
My question is, how many touchdowns is Gunnar Atterbury going to throw this season?
Probably at least 60, right? I mean, we dropping
Ken Wayne, Tyler Sarber, and Brett Byers. They're doing their thing. Got some big targets. You got Trojan Blade at tight end to throw to. USCJ at running back. You got some weapons, man. Gunnar, what's it going to be, man?
Who's going to be my top guy?
How many touchdowns you throwing?
Oh, no, I'm throwing at least 50 to 60. I mean, yeah, with Ken and Tyler, and even USCJ on the running back, and obviously we got Trojan Blade at the tight end. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody else, but yeah, we're throwing dimes.
So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about College Football 25. We'll be streaming every Tuesday right here on this channel and on Twitch, and you can get yourself in the game. Just go ahead and click that membership button right there. If you are on mobile, you're on your cell phone right now, you're going to have to switch over to full website mode to access that.
Hey, Raul, you might want to close your eyes for this one here.
Uh-oh.
Would it be crazy if Oregon and SC are in the Big Ten championship game?
I would love that.
Honestly, I would love that. And then if we beat them in that championship game, that would be great.
Did Raul just say if?
Yeah, he said if. Man.
I want to stop you right there, Raul.
All right. It's granted. I messed up there. You were right.
Nah, I don't want to see him there. I don't want them to say, "Oh, hey, we got this far." No, I want them to be bad.
I mean, yeah, that too. I want them to go like 7-5, 8-4 at best.
Right. Hey, just to go back to this question right here. So, just had another thought, or just reminded. Danton Lynn had the number 2 rushing defense last year.
Yes.
So most of these teams that we play, that's their bread and butter. You don't have too many teams that have great receiver and quarterback play.
Right.
Big team. So we can force them to be one dimensional. We can make them air it out with our secondary, and as good as our secondary is, I think we'll be in good. We could very well be a top. I'll say top 10, man. If that's ceiling, top 10 for sure.
Well, of course, that's always going to be a ceiling for us. It is realistic from what Danton Lynn did, but with this schedule, actually, I still think it's realistic. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. Like this is going to be a big step, or what's called a big litmus test for us. But Logan also put in this UCLA has a weak schedule when Lynn had the 10th rated defense. Thoughts on that? They still played us, and they still held us. When we averaged 41 points a game, how many points did we score against UCLA that game? We were held under 20 points.
We're in the 20s, right?
Like in the 20s.
Yeah. So they may have had a weak schedule for them if based off of what everyone wants to consider it. But if you can hold Lincoln Riley to under an average like that, then that speaks a lot for anything.
But D also brought up a good point as well. Is that UCLA had a terrible offense, really, and they were put in bad spots.
On a lot more than expected, right?
Yeah, and UCLA's offense looked like Lincoln Riley's offense against us.
So you brought up that he had the number 2 run defense.
Number 1.
Or
no,
number 1? Number 2, right?
Yeah. No, he's number 1 overall in rush defense, wasn't he?
No, number 2.
I think there's a team ahead of him, right?
Yeah.
Whichever it was, 1 or 2. How much do you think it was because it was Pac-12 teams? Like a lot of the Pac-12 teams, pass the ball instead of running it.
That could be a contributor, but I still think like when we tried to run the ball, we weren't going anywhere.
Yeah,
like when Lincoln Riley did choose to run the ball with our running backs, it just did not go anywhere. So I still think there is still traction with his defense when it comes to us. Like that was a real test for him when it came to offense. And the fact that he shut down Caleb Williams and our entire offense, that speaks volumes to that his defensive scheming at that point.
Yep.
That's all I got to say for that. Let's see. He said, hopefully Coach Henny's development, the USC D line has improved a lot. Oh no, we're definitely going to be improved a lot. It's just we just got to stay healthy.
I believe so.
Health is our biggest concern when it comes to our defense, at least our defensive line. Health and experience. But other than that, I think the defensive line is just going to be wreaking havoc.
Our defensive line is going to be a lot better than people think.
Yeah,
a lot better. I just can't wait for the season to start, man. I wish it was already tomorrow.
Oh yeah, everyone be on the lookout. We're going to probably talk about it more towards game time. But if you're going to be in Vegas, we're going to be trying to do a meet and greet out there. So be on the lookout. We're going to be having a lot of hopefully some content creators being there, but mainly us. We're going to be out there. We're going to be doing some interviews, and we're going to try to get a whole, what is it called, a vlog of our experience out in Vegas.
Blackie Chan's going to be running a 40-yard dash as well, guys. So.
Right.
And Rawls going to be kicking.
Hey, a 30-yarder. 30-yarder. If I hit it, you guys give me a first round, right?
No, we're going to see it. How about this? How about we see how far you can kick? If you kick the 30-yarder easily, great. Move it back 10 yards.
We'll see. We'll see.
Shout out to not freezing this whole time.
But yeah, guys, get your memberships in though. Let's join this this team builder squad. Like Bijan said earlier, we're gonna be streaming on Tuesdays, and you can pick your position and just have fun.
Yep. So with all that.
I guess before we end it, just shout out to all the Trojan Olympians out there putting in work and performing, stepping up. So shout out to all of you guys.
How many did we have? We had what?
We had the most out of every university. I don't know the exact number, but I know we were.
We had 67.
Yeah, the top university with the most representatives out there. So.
Right now, we're actually we're kind of behind on medals, though. Like we only have one bronze medal right now, and Stanford, I think, is beating us in medals. So I've been trying to keep up with that.
That's all right.
No, we're the top one
with most medals.
Yeah, we have 71.
Really?
China's at 45.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm talking
about universities. Yeah, you're talking about universities.
Yeah, like Stanford has more than us out of all the universities, but we have the most representation.
Right. You see what Mr. Anthony James put here. If you guys have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. If you're watching on Twitter or listening to us on Twitter, go ahead and jump over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel as well.
All right.
So with all that being said, I believe we're going to get out of here.
All right, guys.
Nope. All right.
We'll see you Tuesday, right? Real quick.
Right on, fellas.
Yeah. Tuesday? Is that when we're going to be starting to stream?
Or no, or is it later on? Sorry. Kind of.
Next Tuesday. I just want to get
next Tuesday
straight first. Let me work out some things first. Give people more time to join the team, right? So we can finalize that roster before we upload it to
Perfect.
In the game.
All right.
The rest
Fight on, boys.
Fight on.